So just a bit of reaction on the streets. World leaders, as I said just now, Putin amongst them, congratulating Donald Trump on his historic win. A few hours ago, President Putin gave his official reaction. Here that is.
Russia is ready and willing to restore fully fledged relations with the US. We realise this is going to be a tough task, given how they've deteriorated recently. But we are ready to play our part and do our utmost to put our relations back on track.
Oh, let's get more reaction now to Trump's victory from Vladimir Putin and other leaders. We'll bring our correspondents Nikki Aaron in Moscow, Lizzie Phelan in Berlin. With us now. Hi there, guys. Nikki, first off, President Putin, as I said, one of the first to congratulate Mr. Trump. What else has the Russian leader added to it?
That's right. This shock result is all that anybody wants to talk about today, and the Russian leader, it seems, is no exception. Like you said, he's one of the first heads of state to congratulate Donald Trump on his victory, and also during a ceremony earlier today in Moscow where he was welcoming new ambassadors to Russia, he couldn't help but approach the topic of the future of US-Russia ties once again. He said he hopes to cooperate with the US on some pressing issues that will have a positive effect on global security. He didn't go into specifics, but he said he was very confident that these objectives would be achieved. The Russian leader also acknowledged how US-Russia ties had taken a nosedive over the past few years. In particular, the relations between the two world powers have really plummeted over the past 18 months. And this is mainly down to Hillary Clinton, who has been playing this blame game over the past 18 months as she's carried out her presidential campaign. She's blamed Russia for hacking DNC emails. She's blamed Russia for working in cahoots with the FBI head, James Comey, also working with WikiLeaks to humiliate her with some dirt-dishing emails and stuff like that. And this is a rhetoric that this painting Putin as the American enemy is a rhetoric that the mainstream media has regurgitated over and over. And even now, after the elections are over, we know who the next president is going to be. But CNN is still blaming Russia. It's blaming Russia for the results of the election. Let's take a listen.
First election in which an enemy power deliberately and explicitly interfered in our election and got away with it.
And this is the notion that Russia has somehow orchestrated this result. It's grown legs. We've seen tweets from the former US ambassador to Russia, Michael McFaul. He tweeted earlier saying that Russia had somehow played a part in the result of this election. He quickly deleted it soon after, by the way. What's also interesting is how we've seen how some journalists who have been working for the mainstream media might have been pressured into pushing this anti-Russia agenda. So while Trump's victory is sending shockwaves around the world for all the negative reasons, here in Russia, it's hoped that the result of this election, this shock result of the election, will have a positive impact on US-Russia ties, perhaps enabling the two countries to start off on a fresh page.
Yeah, Nikki, as you're saying, there was so much backing from so much of the mainstream media, particularly CNN. You mentioned it yourself there. Some people even calling it the Clinton News Network. I even heard an anchor on it last night saying, we've given this lady so much coverage. This is before the results came out, of course. A lot of soul-searching going to be taking place maybe in that news establishment, and a lot of others as well that really put their weight behind Clinton. Where did it all go so wrong? Well, we'll continue to analyse it. Thanks for the thoughts from Moscow.